this thing up whenever you want, buddy.
We are
Hello
live.
and welcome to another episode of the Patriot Brothers. I'm your producer, host, and brother Zachary Smouse, and with me are your Patriot brothers Duke Boynton and Terry Rattle. I just want to start off by saying that I'm sorry, but I just want to get something off of my chest and I want people to listen for a minute. I might have a unique ability that holds me back from things, but I'm sick and tired of being treated like my voice and heart doesn't matter just because of it. I'm tired of being put in a corner while things are happening in today's society that I don't like, and I'm supposed to be silent just because I'm different in their eyes. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to shut up and go with the flow. I'm telling you right now, there's a patriot flair inside me and I'm going to fight for what I believe in. If you don't like it, that's totally fine. But the people who are behind me will stay, and that's all I care about.
That's right.
Fucking awesome, bro.
That's right.
Brother, hey. The three of us don't see eye to eye on a lot of things either.
That's the fun of it.
It's the beauty of democracy.
Amen.
Right? Like we don't
Amen.
have to see eye to eye.
No. Yeah,
Absolutely,
Scott.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Anytime you want, buddy. There's a StreamYard link down there. And Zach, I'm going to tell you, with your introduction, and I understand your disability, and if I really didn't understand
His unique ability.
your unique ability until I got to know you. And if anybody else out there wants to try to silence you because of your disability, they're going to have to come through Terry and myself. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. We're the mafia. Hey, you messing with us, Zach? You messing with us?
All right.
You messing with my fist, and your face will be bashed. Capiche? Zach, we're proud of you, buddy. You do a good job.
Absolutely, man.
But Zach, you're not the only one that gets silenced. It's not just because of a disability. You have a little bit more of a problem getting your word out because you're a typed written word as opposed to a vocal word. But every conservative out there is being silenced, my friend. It's not just you. It's me, it's Terry, it's anybody that wants to voice our opinion that goes against the lamestream media's narrative of what they want us to think. And there lies the problem, okay? The way that we combat that is to do what we're doing right now. All of us combined.
Absolutely.
It's not one individual over another. This is actually showing that we have the ability to communicate to other people in our own ways from our own countries, states, provinces, it doesn't matter. We have the ability to come out and talk about what we need to talk about with factual references. Fact check me, Zuckerberg.
And like, how many times do we actually have to come up with factual references? Because how many times do people? How many mainstream media reports have you seen?
Right.
That don't really come out with factual references.
Not only not, they come out with blatant lies, Terry. Hence why we're talking about Tom Brady today.
Well, and that's
I love this topic.
The one. Why did Fox News in Southern Florida send a reporter to the daughter of a dude who used to work for Tiffany's making the Lombardi trophy, whose father retired in 1994? As far as that's 26 years ago, he retired, but her opinion is still relevant about Tom Brady disregarding or disrespecting the Lombardi trophy by throwing it to his teammates. For fuck's sakes, I'm serious. that to me is
I know,
stupid.
but
Like, just you can bring it up on YouTube. I watched it, and it was absolutely fucking hilarious to me. Because
yeah, Terry, I'm sorry when I heard about what Tom Brady did with that trophy. We'll get into this later.
Avocado tequila, woohoo! Cheers,
Right.
Bottoms up, baby.
Zach, are you? Oh, well, welcome in, buddy.
Hey, there he is.
It's about damn time.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Patriot Brotherhood. Doesn't just include brothers, it includes sisters as well.
Yeah.
Not saying you're a sister. I'm just.
How are you doing, bro? Oh, you're muted. There we go. What the hell?
Although I like his name, Who Done It. That's freaking awesome.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Apparently the mic was on my Oculus Quest, so.
Been there, done that a couple times, my friend. Hey, how are you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Man, I think we're doing okay. I can't speak for the rest of these two buttheads, but I know I'm doing all right. I love you too, Zach. Nice. And before we get into anything, Zach, this was a subject that you brought up to me prior to Rush Limbaugh's death, and this was something that you wanted to talk about, and I'm sorry I superseded that. Do you have a typed up message about the Tom Brady scenario that you wanted to talk about?
So, are you in Minnesota, Scott?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Is that Who Done It against the Saints of Who Dat?
No, the butler who done it.
Oh, okay. With a candlestick in the library.
Yes.
Nice.
One of my favorite games. I freaking love Clue. Shoot it, Zach. Go for it, buddy.
I'm just tired of hearing people saying that he's racist.
Yeah, and Zach, that's exactly what you and I have talked about numerous times. Was the fact that folks were calling him racist because he was white and he won the Super Bowl during Black History Month. And that's no lie. I mean, there was a lot of people on Twitter that were posting that, and it's like,
so no other white quarterback has won a Super Bowl in February.
No, just Tom Brady so far, I guess.
Tom Brady. I don't know. Did Super Bowl 50 happen in February?
I believe so.
Peyton Manning, Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
I know so. I know, Scott. It's been a while, bro. Since you okay?
Zing. Patriots Unite against censorship. Thank you. Hello. I mean, but the whole narrative that Zach was bringing up was, I think it goes deeper than just Tom Brady being a white guy that liked Donald Trump that won a Super Bowl during Black History Month.
He had the hat in his locker.
That's okay. Who cares? Good for him. Really. Made me like him more. I used to hate him. Ooh, have a second time in. Well, thank you. I feel honored. Us too, as well. Yeah. Thank you very much. I mean, the wrench is well deserved. And actually, no better wrench than the wrench that you hold in your hand.
That's right.
We'll call you Craftsman or Snap-on. I mean, either one of those are my favorite wrenches. But for the whole Tom Brady thing, and I could actually attest to this because I have a "Make America Great Again" hat, that I've worn a couple times just in a store. And the looks and people that came up to me and, knocked me for wearing that hat, they looked at me like I was wearing a swastika on my hat. I was like, you guys are so stupid. Yeah, it takes a lot for us conservatives out there with a voice to not make fun of people to their face or actually laugh in their face when they say stuff like that. It just goes to show how much the mainstream media has broken down the American moral value of the everyday folks that only watch CNN, MSNBC, NBC, CBS, ABC. When you just watch those channels, you're going to get inundated by 100% propaganda. They have no clue what's going on. Hence the hatred towards Tom Brady. I'll throw in another quarterback. Hence the hatred towards Drew Brees. Okay, these folks actually have spoken out against stuff that the BLM Antifa movement talks about, but yet they're the ones labeled the racist. And
they stand up for, Drew Brees tucked tail after his comments.
Right.
Which I didn't really appreciate, man. If you're gonna say it, stand up to it.
Yeah, it really freaking pissed me off that Drew Brees did that. And I understood where he was coming from. But it wasn't until that Shannon Sharp, who I used to love, brought us a couple Super Bowls. When he opened his mouth, I wish I was there. I would have slugged him so hard, he would have been in the hospital. He opened his mouth so loud that he made Drew Brees feel like he was the worst person on earth. And, of course, the backlash came from people that were doing the Yep, Shannon's right. Right.
I'd love to get Shannon Sharp on this podcast.
Oh man, I'd destroy him. Patriots Unite come in. Lucky I'm a Snap-on girl. Could have been a Cornwell fan. Hey, look, Snap-on and Mac tools are my favorite. You come in third with Craftsman because I actually used to take care of the Craftsman plant here in Colorado. And amazing way that they built those tools, by the way. So yeah, Snap-on, Mac tools, Craftsman. There we go. That's what we're talking about. And Big E coming in, Smouse in the house, Brady 3 times loser, 7 times winner.
Yo, Ernie.
But 7 times is greater than 3.
Right. And we're talking here, and with Zach, we're talking outside the football premise here. And he's hated because normally when you're that successful, people hate you. Okay, especially if success brings hatred. That's a fact. But he is a very, very gentle man in person. And I really believe that the way that he's viewed is because he has a Donald Trump hat in his locker, which carried over to Tampa Bay, by the way.
Not even it's just a Make America Great.
Patriots Unite.
Again.
Do it.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
So,
right.
Yes, absolutely. But the hat, yes, Donald Trump, did he create that hat?
No, Tom Brady did not. He just liked it.
It was probably somebody in Donald Trump's, group that brought up that logo.
Terry, I'm going to tell you right now, I have it on very good accord that Donald Trump personally gave Tom Brady that hat.
It's a big deal.
I know. I don't care. And give us just a second here, Terry and Scott. Zach, go ahead, buddy.
Yes, you sure can, K.
Nice.
Yeah. Well,
nice. That would be freaking
awesome. Yeah, stream our channels. Yeah.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
But it's going outside of the Professional Football League, the NFL. The NFLI, the National Football League, what? Illuminati. And I really believe that, I know, I keep doing that and people are actually catching on with that phrase. I'm pretty sure I'll get a call from Roger Goodell here pretty soon, fining me $26,000 for an illegal hit to the heart. But it's very confusing because it's okay if you have an opinion for Black Lives Matter and Antifa in the NFL, but you can't have an opinion on the conservative side. And it goes to show the biasness that the NFL is showing, bending over backwards for social injustice, which, the numbers game out there will actually show there's not that much social injustice by police.
That is true because, as I forgot, one comedian said is that they're doing it to everyone.
Right.
Hey.
I agree. Hopefully we could get some more Patriots in, and we need a lot more
Absolutely.
Patriots.
Yeah, we do.
Well, we got 75 million of them just here in America alone. Probably more.
The population of Alberta is just under 4 million, and you could probably take 85% of those and put them into a Patriot category. So that's just Alberta.
That's just Alberta. Hey, Scott, let me ask you a question. What do you feel about this whole Tom Brady thing? And, you know, folks bringing up that he's a racist because of winning a Super Bowl during Black History Month. What's your thoughts, bud?
I think it's all sleight of hand by the media to not show what's actually going on.
Yeah, perfectly said.
Well, they're trying to make up stories to cover up other stories that they should be doing.
Right.
Like, why are they sending Jesus Christ, I can't think of the word. Slipped my tongue. Like a journalist from a local newspaper or local news like station to the lady whose father worked for Tiffany's back in the 60s to the 90s, retired in 1994, to say that Tom Brady is disrespecting all silversmiths by tossing the Lombardi trophy to Gronk and Cameron Brate. Like, is that really news? Is that worth actually putting on TV?
For me, yes. Do you want to know why? Because it makes me laugh.
Well, dude, and that's the thing, though. Like,
I loved it. I'm sorry, I freaking loved it. And thank God Gronk was on that boat to catch that, because if it dropped in the river, international waters, bro, I could dive down there and bring my Super Bowl trophy to my house.
The Lombardi, yeah. But for a network, because it was the one that I watched on YouTube was Fox
Right.
News, and they sent a reporter to her house so she
Right.
could bitch about something, you know,
Right.
like, your dad hasn't worked there for 26 years, 27 years.
Right. Ernie, Patriots name is hard for me to say. Try Broncos Unite. You four are awesome. Hey, look, Broncos United in the blood of orange and blue, but our country rings true. You know, one of the things I have to bring it up, and you know, I'm gonna channel Rush Limbaugh here, okay, guys. So just listen to this. All right, so Tom Brady tosses that Lombardi trophy from one boat. They were actually in a boat. Tom Brady was definitely drunk. Tossed it 20 feet across the ocean to another boat to Rob Gronkowski. Okay, it was at least 20 feet. Let's say Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson did that. Would it be even a story to be talked about today?
Yeah. No.
I don't believe it would.
Well, here's the thing with Russell Wilson, maybe, because he's more conservative than most of the black quarterbacks.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because he was another Trump fan, but nobody brings it up.
Yeah.
But he's quieted. He's very quiet about being a Trump fan, because he has to walk that thin line. Being a black quarterback that supports Donald Trump, that's basically saying I've given up on my race, and which isn't right. I hate that.
Bro, the Pacific Northwest is so, like, you look at the Canadian political map, Vancouver, which is right there, is all yellow. And yellow is even worse than red in Canada.
Oh, okay.
is yellow's the new Democrats.
Ah, okay.
Which,
so you guys have color variations down there.
yeah, we have more than 2 colors.
Okay. For our demographic, like conservatives are red, Democrats are blue. Colorado for a long time was considered a purple state until this last election, which we're now considered 100% blue, unfortunately. Wish we could change that, but it is what it is. Naden Cat Soldier, thank you. Hello to you as well. Thank you for jumping
what's
on.
a Canadian?
Canadian. QAnon has made their way up to Canada.
Is he from Quebec?
Probably. Tell us there,
Maybe.
buddy.
Yeah.
Tell us where you're from there, man. Appreciate it.
What's up, Zach?
I wish people would quit bringing politics into sports in general. When I watch a game, I want to watch guys play, not to have political beliefs being blasted.
That's right. Scott, what do you think about that? Why do you watch the game of football, buddy?
To hope that the Vikings actually win a Super Bowl.
Well, let me
and not think about everyday life.
Right. It's to get away. It's to get away from life in general. I listen to AM all day long. I do a lot of research
New Brunswick.
into political stuff. New Brunswick,
Sorry,
cool.
dude.
And a retired veteran.
Awesome.
Love our
Love
vets
you, brother.
here.
Hey.
It's freaking awesome. But one of the things that I do as most of us do, we watch football to get away from the political side of the stories. And we don't want to hear it. And now we have to hear it. Bullshit. Leave it out. Let the guys play football. Let's play a game. Let's enjoy it. Let's have a beer, some nachos, some chicken wings, and just get away from regular everyday life for 3 effing hours.
Please. Yeah. Well, what the one game?
Conservative Patriot. Hello, buddy.
Yes, conservative. Like, we're watching a game. What is it? Late September.
Yes. Female too.
Telling
you right now, Terry, not to interrupt, but
Yes.
we're a brothers and sisters pod. We're just a brothers because we're all guys. So if you come in,
that's
you're
right.
a sister patriot.
Hey,
That's awesome.
hop on. Let's go. Hop on.
That's right. YT.
We're
Hello.
Censored.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hello. But Terry, yes, please go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
But I mean, you guys will remember the game we're watching. We're on our chat on our Facebook chat. We're watching a game, and I'm not saying this against Biden, but a Biden commercial comes on. Right?
Yeah.
Zach makes a comment. Like, we don't need this bullshit during a game.
Right.
Like, it shouldn't have even been brought up.
Right.
And I could, I could even say the same if a Trump commercial came up.
Right.
During that game, it'd be like F off. Like, we're watching football.
That's
I
right.
would have a different take. I don't mind if it's during the commercials, but it's during the game that it would really cross the line. Because commercial, you can walk away.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
I get you there, bro. Yeah.
My buddy, my friend, you stole it from my mouth. You stole it from my brain. So I'll sue you later. No, that was exactly what I was getting ready to say. Especially during election year, you're going to get the stupid BS election commercials. I understand. But it's during the game that we have to be put right in the middle of them doing political bullcrap. And that is not what I want. Iowa Patriot coming in. Sweet.
Nice.
One of the MHH founders, or one of the good folks on there, Nick, he's from Iowa. He'd love you. You guys have a long conversation. MHH is Mile High Huddle. It's the Bronco channel. Hey, Patriots Unite. You're sending them over. We love it. We love having you here. We love having everybody here to open up this dialogue, and so that's awesome.
It was awesome having her on the other night.
Yes, it was. What a surprise! What a good surprise!
Yeah, absolutely.
Thought
was
it was
that Wednesday night they hit her on?
Yeah.
Okay, I was watching another podcast.
Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday night.
Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday night.
Just awesomeness, and that's one of the reasons why we have this podcast is even though we only have the ability to get like 10 people on at one time, which is kind of hard to have a conversation.
John with the Grays.
There we go. Hey, you know what? I love the gray aliens. I may have met one, but that's for a different pod. American flags through and through, raise them up, red, white, and blue.
Absolutely.
One of the things that we like about this pod is that unlike any other pods out there, we open it up to folks that want to jump in. If we have room for you, it's like taking a phone call on AM radio. The only thing is that we don't have somebody here to weed out or get rid of the ones that may be really bad. But we do have Zach that can cut you off if you start getting really ugly.
Yeah. Kay's got a wrench now too, so if she's in there, she can.
That's right.
Too.
But we're talking going live, like Scott has now, and with Kay and our buddy Mo there. But there might be a time where folks will jump in and they're going to have to be cut off real soon. I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But we won't be the only ones that ever had to deal with that. And Q coming in sick of censorship, sick of COVID, but I know patriots are in control, and this is about the kids. And I 100% agree right there with you. Not only about the kids, but I think this is just about, I read an article the other day that at least in America, this is our new normal. We have to get used to wearing masks. Now, the second I walk into a store without a mask and they ask me to put a mask on, out of respect, I put my mask on. If they ask me to put 2 masks on, I'm going to go into that store with my 1 mask, put my products in my basket, and walk out without paying. And I'm just kidding. It's getting to a point of where now we need 2 masks, 3 masks, 4 masks. What's going on?
Well,
I don't wear a mask at all. Any place I go.
I've been kicked out of a place for that.
Mandate. But they won't, because I have 1 leg. They're not going to kick me out because they're going to be like, this guy's disabled, so they're going to follow the.
Right. And love this here. Terry, take this one. Here we go.
Many Canadians are united with Americans and still a lot of sleepers.
Right on.
Love it. You got to jump on.
I agree.
We need to hear that voice. Not just typing.
Yep.
Right. That's why I'm on here. And
That's right.
I'm a political dummy when it comes to the States.
Not really, Terry. You know quite a bit more than you think you do.
I do, but it's just, hey, there we go. 80 Court. Glenn Beck did an interview with Ben Carson. Everybody should listen to. Full of common sense and big Dr. Plus.
And let me tell you another thing. And I'm Lady Court Tales. All right.
That's a new one.
We'll have to understand where you got that name, but I love it. Ben Carson was put in charge by Donald Trump for overseeing the restructuring of Black communities. I can't remember the exact name that he put Ben Carson over, but Ben Carson actually went to Black communities in Baltimore, Philadelphia, even Washington, D.C., some in New York. He came to Colorado a couple times in Denver, and he went and actually checked out all these communities that were struggling in the Black and Latino communities, and came back to Donald Trump and said, hey, look, this is what I found. This community needs this. This community needs that. Well, okay, first and foremost, Donald Trump is such a racist that he put a Black guy in charge of this. Okay? And I love Ben Carson. I'm going to tell you, I could have seen him as president. He is so smart, but very, very calm, very smooth speaking. And he came back to Donald Trump. And guess what Donald Trump did? With every single one of Ben Carson's recommendations, Donald Trump went to his people and said, what can we do for funds for this community? How can we clean this community up? Ben Carson said, this place needs this. What can we do to help them out? And he did so much, Ben Carson and Donald Trump in the Black community, to help clean it up. But that was swept under the rug. Another one that was swept under the rug. And we totally went off on a tangent. We're supposed to be talking about Brady here.
It doesn't matter.
And okay, thank you. Okay, I ended my live. Just wanted to send everyone here. I can't appreciate you so much there. I just right on. You know,
We love you
absolutely
too,
love it. I love it. Love you too. You guys out there coming on board and watching this. Zach, what you got, buddy?
We love you too, K.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all what it's about. Corey Steele backup. God bless dirty old men and pretty young girls. It sounded like something John Wayne would say. I kind of don't mistake me for the John.
Or Joe Biden.
Right? That'd be right. Man, we go on that. Conservative patriot coming in. It's time to resist this tyranny we are seeing. You know, one of the things that I preached since day one is how does a person resist this type of tyranny? How do people resist this type of censorship? And first and foremost, we need pods like ours going on, pods like Uber, pods like Patriots United Against Censorship. We need all these pods, all these people coming on, talking about it at once. Bombard them. Start one up. I don't care. Start it up. Okay? Yeah. It's the first thing you have to do is use your voice. Okay? Right now, and I'm going to tell you, I do not believe in inciting violence. That's right. Vote. Use your voice. Do not ever go out with the intention of bloodshed. Can it happen? Absolutely. But it has to be done according to the Constitution. And I'm not even preaching that right now. All we have to do, use your voice. Use it. Don't do the violence thing. Absolutely not.
No.
How do you get a wrench? Well,
wrench.
Got to go down to O'Reilly's or AutoZone. And normally when you first walk into I'm just kidding.
Hey, there aren't any Sears stores in Canada, so she can't get a Craftsman.
Unfortunately, Terry, there's no Sears stores in America anymore.
Well, you can go to Ace, get Craftsman at Ace.
I'm just saying.
What's up, Zach?
What's up?
Soldier, I'll get you a wrench.
There you go. One of the reasons, and of course, the wrench just means you're a moderator. I won't wear a sheep muzzle, and neither will I. Okay. No, never, ever, ever. You know, boot me off the internet. I don't care. I have a bullhorn that I could go downtown and use. Let's see you take that out of my hands. But one of the things about having a wrench on any type of a pod means that you're able to discern bad rhetoric. And when I say bad rhetoric, we're talking about, hey, we don't want to censor people, but we don't want people coming in and talking vile, ugly, nasty, illegal stuff.
Yeah, we don't want assholes.
That's right.
We don't want assholes.
Well, I don't mind if you're an asshole, but you do it within law. If you talk about certain things, drug dealing, saying it's okay to drive while you're drunk, you know, crap like that where it's actually outside of common sense and just downright vile and evil, I'll tell you right now, not only will I have you blocked, but I have a direct line to the FBI that I could turn you into. And I will, definitely, if you go outside of that. Don't go ugly. And it's evil versus good. Thank you so much, YT, there. And, you know, it's a tough journey, but we know we will prevail. In the end, we will. In the end, we will. We're going to
has a direct line to the FBI.
Do you really?
Because I work in fraud department at a bank.
There we go. So no terrorist comments. No comments about children or anything like that. Are you kidding me? I'll find you myself.
Well, hello, guys.
What's up, YT?
Not too much. I just I figured I'd hop in and see what I can contribute with this conversation.
You contribute as you will, my friend. Please do.
Just by coming on, bro. Come on.
Copy that. No, I was surfing YouTube, saw Kay live, and then she told me about the link, and this is a great way. She makes it very easy to meet like-minded individuals, who
Awesome.
who don't want to destroy life or this country. So that's good.
That's right. Love it. Absolutely love it.
We don't want to destroy this continent.
No,
Right,
I'm originally from Russia, so I understand, how things can go. So America is heading down that road, and I don't think they have no idea what's about to happen if we continue down this road.
But how long were you in Russia?
I came to America at 9. Yeah,
At
I was 9 years
okay.
old.
What part of Russia did you come from?
St. Petersburg.
Wow, okay. Too cool.
So up in the northwest.
Yep, way up there.
Wow.
Yep.
Sarah Palin could see your house from her backyard.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, Sarah.
I love Sarah. I'm sorry, but sometimes I have to pick on her, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
To the hell with that. People who are not sick don't spread illness. Or not sick don't spread illness. That's right. Yeah, we won't tolerate that type of stuff here. Even if you're even if you don't agree with us and you disagree with us, if you can come on and do it respectfully, that's the conversation we want to have.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I am not against that at all. Matter of fact, I invite opposition language all the time. And I've kind of found, and I know a couple people have actually found me on Facebook that are diehard liberals and straight up told me, Duke, I'd love to come on and talk with you, but I don't want you to make me look like an idiot. And it's like, I won't make you, I'm not trying to make you look like an idiot, but I want your understanding of why you think the way you think, But yeah, you guys coming on here, this is what we want. We want the dialogue. We want the openness.
Mm-hmm.
And,
absolutely.
We got to have it. If we don't have it, where else are we going to get it?
It's very true. They're censoring us everywhere else.
Everywhere else. You can't even have this conversation in line with a patron at Walmart without them turning you into the cops. Oh my God, he said he likes Donald Trump or he has a MAGA hat on. Call the cops. Call them. Who cares? 9 times out of 10, the cops will come out and be like, hey, can I have a picture with your hat on?
Oh, yeah.
And Leo coming in there, thank you for joining us there. You said 1 is too many. What are you talking about there, bud? Maybe my rant went on too long.
1 is 1 too many. Let's see. What's up,
Zach? Go ahead, buddy.
Masks.
Oh, he's talking about masks.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Thank you, Zach, for clarifying there. And you're right, 1 is too many. And I don't wear any masks whatsoever unless I have to. My job, given what I do for a living, I have to wear a mask according to my insurance company. And they've gone on to not only tell me I have to wear a mask, but they will have somebody follow me around to make sure that I wear a mask inside their residence.
Oh my gosh.
And if I don't have a mask on, they'll drop me from their insurance company. And in case if you guys didn't know what I do for a living, I own a pest control business in Colorado. Very, very successful, very great pest control business. And our insurance is very, very liberal. And so I'll put the mask on. I'll walk inside somebody's house. The second they tell me, hey, look, you don't have to wear it. If you want to take it off, take it off. Done. Thank you. I did this because my insurance dictated to me I had to, or I don't have a business. And so that's how ugly that side is.
It's crazy to see what this mask order has done to people psychologically, because I live out in the country. I see my neighbors go outside. As soon as they step outside, literally in the middle of nowhere, they're just by themselves. They instantly put a mask on. I'm like, what the heck are you doing?
Thank you. I agree. Do I think the mask will help? I'm not a scientist. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But it's just the fact of us being told we have to do it. Back in the day, matter of fact, even up to now, you could walk into a liquor store with your firearm on your hip out in the open. Okay? But the one rule is, in Colorado especially, it's actually law. You cannot walk into that liquor store with a mask on and a firearm on your hip. How does that work? Okay, so I'm going to walk, and I wear open carry all the time in Colorado. The second you tell me to put my mask on with my firearm, you're now forcing me to break the law. But they don't understand that. It's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, I actually learned that from AZ's in the chat, I believe. Yeah, he mentioned that's the law. So I'm gonna have to start concealed carrying again.
Yeah, our Second Amendment is our concealed carry right. And Creasy's coming in. My 17-year-old son told me, Dad, I want to go back to school. This is such bullshit. I am right there with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is bullshit. And to be honest with you, my kiddos, my now 12-year-old, 11-year-old, I can't remember how old, have so many freaking kids. She just now went back to going in school in person, but the way that they're doing it is ridiculous. And I don't know. I would love to see every school open without restrictions. Kids are just not getting this virus. Kay, thank you again.
Kay, you're awesome, Kay. Love it. Hey, my personal opinion is kids need to go to school. They need social. They need that social integration, right?
Right. And Terry, with me having kids with boots in the house, I don't like them being in front of a computer screen for 6 effing hours every day.
No, man.
That's horrible. Talk about a future lawsuit. I mean, we're going to have Frank Azar saying, if you were back in school during COVID and you had to be on the computer for 6 hours a day, call us. You may get financial compensation. Because it's hurting the kids. Yeah. And if they're not on for a certain amount of time on a computer screen, and I'm telling you now, computer screens are not good for your eyes, and the optometrist will tell you that. And they're forcing them to do it 6 hours a day.
They can get glasses for the eye.
Yeah, you get some J-Rays. Maybe we'll get sponsored by J-Rays.
Oh God.
Hey, I'm sure you guys are not funded like Soros, so any advertisement will help.
Hey, anybody that we bring up in this pod, we're not looking for advertisement. By the way, we don't want them to say we owe them money.
No.
Soros doesn't have the money that he used to, so he's almost broke. Actually,
yeah, he's spending it all on Antifa and BLM.
He lost a lot of money when Trump actually won.
Yeah.
He lost billions, and a lot of people do not know that.
I didn't know that. I'd love to hear that. I want to know more. And Kay's coming in. You're her favorite Russian, by the way.
there you go.
So I've been told.
Yeah, he put a whole lot of money that Trump was going to lose against Hillary, and he lost a lot.
Good. Wish he'd lose more than money, though.
I was going to mention, for anybody interested, there's a really neat software called Flux. What it does is it filters out the blue light spectrum from any digital screen, and that helps with your eyes and everything.
What was that again?
FLUX. You just type that in the search. Flux software, and it's amazing. Sweet. It's free, and it blocks the blue light. And I've noticed a huge difference. Like I don't get headaches or have to itch my eyes every time I look at the screen.
Cool. Nice. I'm actually writing down as we talk.
Those freaking J-Rays are like $120 US, man. It's like $200 up here in Canada.
Yeah, I've got some hardcore ones for when I am out and about and driving, because it's LEDs have gone mainstream with most vehicles, and those are so hard to see, especially at night when a vehicle passes you with those bright LEDs. It's impossible to see.
Hey, bro, I just started driving to work and back home in the daylight. Like being in northern Canada, man, it's it doesn't get light out until 9 o'clock, so that's like an hour after you get to work, and it doesn't like it starts getting dark at 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Zach, put that back up, buddy. Put that back up for me, please.
Yes.
And
Max.
I want to take this one because I was reading the comment while you were talking, Terry. I wasn't ignoring you, but I was reading it. And Bex, I couldn't agree more. And you said we, the people, are more powerful than the countries. Countries are more powerful than the state. The state is more powerful than the federal government. We, the people, are the power.
Absolutely.
You know, we the people of the United States, in order to perform a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain, establish this Constitution of the United States of America. And Bex, what you just said there summed up our preamble to the Constitution. It's we the people.
That's right.
Yes, I do have that number.
Is that not the opening sentence of the Constitution?
It's the preamble. It's not actually in the Constitution. It's like the page before the Constitution.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't count. We the people doesn't count.
That's right. We the people, we don't count. But it was also signed off on all the founding fathers in this country. You know, the preamble of the United States talks about we the people. And there is nothing better than we the people. You know, without us, there's not a government. Is there a us without the government? Yeah, maybe chaotic. But we don't need government to come into our lives. Hence why the United States of America was made. You know, the government in England was so overbearing that you only had to go to the Church of England. That was the only church you were allowed to go to. And if you were caught going outside the Church of England, they would prosecute you. And Americans had enough of that. You know, they had enough of the taxation without representation. And they came to this country to make sure that that wasn't going to happen again. And the war was fought. And by God, we won.
So we got G. Morty coming in. You guys are backing the NFL after all the hate they have shown to our America.
G, let me take this one, Terry. And G, the only reason why I back the NFL, and I'm not backing the NFL, I'm backing the Denver Broncos, even though they're part of the NFL. I have a vested part of my life with the Denver Broncos. Now, you guys may love or hate the Broncos. I don't care. I have money invested in them, in merchandise, in jerseys, in games that I've gone to, in tears that I've shed for games lost, tears that I've shed for games won. It's not my fault that the NFL has started to do this. It's not my fault that the players are kneeling. I like the game of football. Do I agree with these players kneeling? No. Has there been times where I've seen players kneeling on the field and I turn the game off? Absolutely. I do have a line that could be crossed by the NFL. And there's been numerous times over the couple years that line's been crossed and I just turned the game off and said, my country comes before my Broncos. And I do believe, I can't speak for other teams, but John Elway, the now president of the Broncos operations, he's no longer the GM, he actually told his players that you're not going to kneel on my field. Don't let me catch you doing that. And so there's even a fight amongst NFL ownership, presidents, GMs, telling their players not to do that. I hate it. It's such a disrespect to our servicemen. It's such a disrespect to our law enforcement, our first responders. I freaking hate it. And if I see it, I turn it off. But I'm also a vested fan. Okay. And I've gotten backlash from my family that's hardcore conservative that I even turn on an NFL game. And I need an out. I work up to 60 to 70 hours a week, including today, why we're late. You know, I was so busy today. I need an out 6 months out of the year. And I had that for so long before the NFL started doing their bullshit with this whole, you have to embrace BLM. You have to embrace Antifa. You have to embrace this. You have to embrace that. And I've told Terry and Zach both that I am so close, and Zach's doing his bird. I am this close to just turning out the NFL and not watching them again. I don't want to have to do that, but it's coming down to if they continue their antics, I'll be out. I'll be out as an NFL fan and an NFL watcher and an NFL investor. I have hope.
I don't think that they're going to stick with Antifa and BLM much longer because their ratings are going down. Their sponsorships are dropping off, and what speaks most is money.
Scott, you're exactly right.
Absolutely.
Money walks, bullshit talks. And thank you, Conservative Patriot. Hey, look, if you ever want to jump on, buddy, we got a couple more spots here for you.
We can get 10 people on here, man.
Right. And TDS is real in Canada, too, sadly. Well, I'm sorry. What, Terry, do you know what TDS is? Or Q, can you give us an idea of what TDS is?
Yeah.
Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh, Trump derangement syndrome. Oh my God. You have TDS in Canada too?
I think it's CA, that's California.
Is it?
It must.
Or is it Canada? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
I see
no,
it's
Canada.
Flag.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
No,
look, if you have Trump derangement syndrome, all I can say is go talk to a psychiatrist. You know, there's so many other things to have a syndrome over, but over Trump.
I think
those psychiatrists probably have TDS too.
It's like
I think probably the biggest thing here was his Twitter. Like Trump should have probably got somebody to monitor his Twitter, and
I disagree, Terry. That was one thing that I think people were attracted to was the fact that he talked off the cuff of his sleeve. Even though it sounded asinine sometimes, it was like, okay, that would be something I would do.
I mean, for him to get like totally blocked from Twitter is pretty much bullshit.
No, it's a badge of honor, actually.
Well, now it is. Yeah.
Wear it as a badge. Q coming in, sending love and light to y'all. Thank you. Same back to you. Love you there.
All right.
Go feed your cats. The cats come first.
That's awesome.
Not a big cat fan. I have one cat in the house, and I love that cat. DA coming in saying hi, Zach. That don't matter. What topic were we on? And G Monty coming in. I get it, Duke. Where am I coming from? Is for many of their time and investment in the NFL has been a distraction, but you get it. Thank you. I'm not doing it to be anti-patriot. By God, I am probably one of Colorado's biggest patriots out there. I just channeled Rush Limbaugh again, didn't I? Look, I'm telling you. Rush Limbaugh, all the way up to when he died, loved the Pittsburgh Steelers. He hated what was going on in the NFL, but he still loved the Steelers. And that's kind of where I'm at.
Hey,
I love this. Okay, thank you. Down with a two-party system. I'm not an R or a D. I'm a constitutionalist. Okay, I went one step further, okay? I actually, about 2 months ago, left the Republican Party legally. I went online. It's really, really easy to do. It takes like 3 minutes. And I went to unaffiliated. I want to send a message to these rhinos, these Republicans and name-only Republicans, and tell them, keep your shit up. I'll go vote constitutionalist. I leave it unaffiliated because just in case there's a Patriot Party, cross my fingers. We talk about a wrench in their little engine.
Well, Trump does have a thing coming up on the 28th, I think.
Yes, he does. Thank you. I was reading my mind again, Scott. Oh, dang it. You can take my spot if I ever need somebody to take my spot.
I'll cover for you if you can't make it.
I almost didn't make it today. House chores, and I live on about almost 7 acres of land. So this was the first time in 3 weeks that I was able to get outside and do what I needed to do because it was so cold and snowy. And I had to take advantage of it. So there might be other times, dude, I'm going to say, hey, dude, come in for me. And Lane coming in. Hello, fellow patriots. South Carolina here. Yes. Hey, South Carolina, I believe, houses Myrtle Beach. If I'm not mistaken.
Everywhere is welcome.
Oh,
Everywhere.
yeah, absolutely. Everywhere. Except if your ice is.
I was going to bring up a city name. I think it's pronounced Tehran in Mexico, where they do not have a government, and the cartel cannot go in there either.
Really?
Yes.
The hell?
Wow.
They kicked both the government and the cartels up.
Holy shit. That's ridiculous. A conservative patriot. Here we go. Yes, thank you. I'm glad I found this channel. Thank you, Kay, for sending us here. Guys, gals, brothers and sisters, I'm going to tell you right now, we will get passionate. And I'm not going to say we're exactly kid friendly. We try to keep the cussing down, but we do get passionate enough to where, you know, our passion comes through very, very harshly. So just kind of put a word of warning out there. Of, you know, you have kids
I'm going to swear.
Oh, I've done it a couple of times. And I really try not to, though. I understand that there's going to, even my kids watch this, you know, and so I want my kids to not see pops being F this, S that, GD this. You know, I try to keep it down to a minimum, but gosh dang it, when it comes down to it, passion is passion, and that's the reason why we have free speech. And Kay's coming in. Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Terry, please read that.
Kay going live at 7 tonight. Hope to get everyone for a good discussion. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll drop in too.
Damn straight. Yeah, that's what we have to do. As patriots, we have to uplift each other. And in order to do that, we have to be there for other patriots. I mean, Kay, God bless you. You have sent quite a few folks to us, and I love that.
Absolutely.
And we want to not only return the favor, but we want to just put it out there the way you've done it for us. That's the way we win.
Our voice is the most important thing right now.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that and the fact that Tom Brady tosses 2 Super Bowl trophies across our ocean.
Disrespecting silversmiths across the nation. You know what? One of the first silversmiths was Paul Revere. Think it would have been pissed off if somebody tossed a spoon over a lake?
That's right. He specialized in spoons. And here, the conservative patriot coming in, and this is one of the things that I love about this channel, because so many folks that are patriots are coming in with comments like this. And the best thing we could do is expose these evil people and what their agenda is.
Mm-hmm. The agenda is the hugest thing.
That's right.
And
these demonic plagues.
Do we have an agenda?
I mean, everybody's got an agenda, right?
Yeah, but our agenda is to let people speak.
Right.
Let people be honest.
Speaking of which, Sasha, are you still there?
Yes.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
The Patriot.
There we
go, brother.
Got another joiner tonight. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sasha, let me ask you before we go on here, what do you think about this, bud? What are your thoughts on the censorship and everything having to go, the liberal way? What do you think about this?
Well, I've personally, starting in 2016, ever since Trump went into office, I started posting truth on YouTube channel, and I've never used a YouTube channel that way before. And since 2016 up to now, I've been banned 8 times off of YouTube. So I mean, unlike with many other individuals, I understand that these are evil individuals, and I'm trying to wake people up here, but they don't seem to listen. They don't understand. I tell them, look, you've got a YouTube channel, post, a very conservative channel and see what happens. See what happens.
That's right. That's right. Now, Sasha, do you have a current channel right now?
I do.
What is your channel? Can you give it to us?
Yeah, I will put that in the link. Give me one second.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Let's get that rolling, dude. This is how we're going to be heard. This is a domino effect. Everybody has to do this.
Yeah.
Something interesting, Conservative Patriot commented. It basically answered my question I was going to ask. What is it that we can do on a local level? Because none of the council members here, they don't want to listen. I've talked to them countless times. They don't care.
Right.
They do not care. So
Nope.
that's my question. You know, what is it that we can do personally
Right.
and locally to change things around?
Scott, one of the things I can tell you right now is that on the local level, what we have to do is pay attention to what they're doing locally. If they pass a law locally that is unconstitutional, the first thing you do is you find a constitutionalist lawyer and you bring that unconstitutional law up to them. And you could find that, I believe it's called the constitutionallawpage.com. Don't quote me. I may have to go back and check that out. But there's attorneys in each state that will take on unconstitutional laws. And so if your General Assembly, if your council, even if your state representatives are passing stuff that's illegal, that goes against the Constitution, and you tried calling them, you tried emailing them, saying, hey, you can't do this. This is not good. This is no bueno. There is actually a law place that you could contact and say, hey, look, this is unconstitutional. One of the things that I like to do is, especially on the local level, is I keep track of every time I call my local representatives. May it be county commissioners, may it be the mayor, may it be the governor, hell, may it be the Senate or state legislative. Keep track of every time you contact them and why you contacted them. Mm-hmm. And if you can, make sure that your records, and I'm going to say outside of phone records, I am now into emailing because your written word can't be brought against you. So if you call your legislators and say, hey, look, this is illegal, you shouldn't be doing this, can they come back and say, well, this guy threatened me? And they don't have a recording of it. Unless you record your phone conversation in the state of Colorado, that's okay. If you don't have the means to email, though, I would say go to your local library and email them. I would say everything has to be in written word to your local jurisdictions. And if nothing's getting done, if they just ignore you, it's time to seek legal counsel and say, okay, this is illegal. This is against the Constitution. And I go to the heritagefoundation.org and know your Constitution. It could be both state level and federal level. And figure out exactly what needs to be done. And there are folks there that will help you out. And or there are people that will be like, this is 100% unconstitutional. We may have a lawsuit here and bring that up against them. The one thing that the government hates more than anything are lawsuits, because they sometimes have to physically show up, and they don't want to do that.
Okay.
All right.
So that's where I would go with the local level. Emails, if you can. Sometimes they have like a text in line. As long as you have it written down and it's not on a phone conversation, because they could twist things around to make it sound like, oh, you were Satan, ask them to go to hell with you. It's hard to do that, but that's the way that the government runs nowadays. I would contact them, and if it doesn't work, matter of fact, I'll do research between now and Thursday's pod, and I'll get that link for that constitutional attorney group. And, we could even discuss it outside the pods here, where we could go over actual constitutionality of, laws that your local government's passing that, that would not fly anywhere else.
I don't have to worry about recording. I just call the NSA and ask them if they have my recording.
They do.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's like our CRA. I know they have every recording of phone calls that I make.
Oh, yeah.
I think the NFL recorded one of my phone calls.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It's because they passed the Patriot Act. That's why it's spying on us.
Fuck GW.
The stupidest
He started
freaking bill. Stupidest freaking bill they ever did.
Right. GW started that conservative, and Barack Obama's the one that signed it into law.
Oh, yeah. They
And
listen to our
conservative patriots.
conversations.
Conservative
go ahead.
patriot. I don't mean to interrupt you though. Can you put your hat up into the screen a little bit for us? We want to do a pound out sign to that hat. I love it. Keep America great. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah,
So there.
this movement doesn't
Ricky-
go away. It's just beginning.
That's right.
Basically, he gave us the torch, and now we're here to keep that torch lit.
Mm-hmm.
Conservative. What do you do to keep that torch lit?
Just keep it exposes people. I actually have a DLive too.
Nice.
I just did a live broadcast about a few hours ago.
Is it on
And,
YouTube?
No, it's on DLive. It's
DLive?
a live streaming. Yeah, it's a live streaming
And
platform.
what's your channel name there, bud?
It's a conservative P89. I believe it is.
We got Ricky
And,
down here.
I exposed a lot today. Ooh.
Dude, that's
Hey.
awesome.
I
That's
actually
awesome.
played. I actually played the second part to Mike Lindell's. Oh, you know what?
Right?
And I also exposed Agenda 21 and Agenda 30, which is how they use COVID to initiate their Great Reset. I get a lot of like faces like this.
Hey, Patriot. Hold on, Patriot. We got Ricky coming in. Zach's trying to
think
get
he's
him
on
on.
mute.
He's muted. Yeah, he's muted.
Hey, Ricky.
Here's a book that I've been
Hi,
reading.
gentlemen.
Hello.
Gentlemen. Give me just
Howdy,
a
Ricky.
minute. Let me run and get me a fresh cup of coffee and kind of put a hat on or something. I look pretty grubby here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ricky, what we call in this Patriot podcast coffee is actually rum. So go get your adult beverage. I'm just kidding. Coffee.
What is that about?
Yeah,
Well,
well,
this book is
It's a coffee cup, but is there coffee in it?
right.
so this is a book that I'm reading called Birthright,
Okay.
and
Really?
it's about the universe and God, how it's mixed together, everything.
So-
And
Scott, show that one more time,
Nice.
would you?
Yeah.
Birthright.
Birthright. Oh, nice.
Yeah. That
Hey,
sounds
look,
good.
guys.
I
Honestly,
actually-
anytime you bring up something, if you bring up your channel, if you bring up a book, I am literally sitting here taking notes. That's just the type
Oh,
of host that I am, because I like to look into this stuff myself.
If you want a really good book that exposes the corruption within the CIA, get
Nice.
this book. It's called Destroying America: The CIA's Quest to Control the Government.
Okay.
Read that book. I'm already on 4 chapters. Whoo, boy.
Wow. Okay.
Hey,
Wow.
Talks about JFK's assassination.
Wow.
did
And,
the CIA create AIDS?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
We're not doing a conspiracy show, Terry. Not yet.
I'm bringing it up.
I mean, we're
The
talking Brady in the NFL. But you went to
the CIA created AIDS to take out homosexuals and the African American community in the United States.
Yeah, and
That is-
they also use election meddling to elect candidates that they want. And now
Right.
the CIA was first formed in 1947 by some stupid bill that Congress passed, and then their corruption began from 1953 to 57. And ever since then, their corruption goes that far.
Wasn't
Hey.
it?
How they
Well,
covered up.
it was the SAS in World War II, right? And then it evolved into the CIA, right?
Huh.
Right. Zach, did you have something, buddy? Did I see you raise your hand, my friend?
The conservative
Uh-huh.
patriot, let me ask you
There's
what
Ricky.
you think about the NFL is doing.
Hit it one more time, Zach. I'm sorry. It came in kind of
Go
choppy.
ahead, Zach.
The conservative patriot, Let me ask you, what do you think about the NFL is doing?
Oh, good question. I think it's disgraceful, and I think it's just you need to leave politics out of it and stop, caving to these leftist mobs like Black Lives Matter and Antifa, who are known trained Marxists, by the way. Their leader admitted it on tape. You can look it up on Project Veritas. Oh, he's incredible. And that exposes how the leader is. Yes, we are trained Marxists. And Antifa is pushing it. It's more like a socialist, like communist, anti-fascist, whatever. It's calling us the fascists when they're the fascists. Basically.
Thank you. And G Monty just came in. The NFL is just as staged as the WWE.
And look at what this movement is doing to these schools. They got Black Lives Matter flags in their schools, along with the rainbow flag. What the hell was that?
Right. That's right.
Well, the rainbow flag is not. The rainbow flag is actually the symbol of Christ saving us.
That's right. Peace. And he said after the flood, I'll never do it again. And he sent the rainbow to say, I'll never flood the earth again. That's right.
Good, because I can't swim.
Ricky's still muted.
I can only doggy paddle.
Yeah.
Right.
Ricky, there we go. Ricky, can you hear us?
I can hear you loud and proud.
There we go.
Wait.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were muted there for a little bit.
Yeah, I if I'm not talking, I've learned to mute myself for background noise and stuff like that.
I need to do that with my wife.
Yeah. Well, my wife actually, I can talk to her for 30 minutes and she won't hear a thing, and I'll realize, well, she's got me on mute again.
She's got you on mute.
She can hear you, but she's not listening.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's just awful how they treated our president, the FBI, and how they spied on his campaign, even before he was running.
I agree.
Oh,
Patriot, what you got, buddy? Not coffee. Kofifi.
Kate coming in hot as always.
I'm surprised she hasn't jumped on yet to rip us all a new asshole.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's
oh dear.
too much.
Actually, up there and in Colorado. I haven't met her face to face, but I know her dad real well. Up here where I live, he's here also, and he's about 50 miles from me. So
good. And if you guys have pods, whenever you get a chance, throw her link up in your pods. I told Zach the other day, throw Patriots Unite up in our pods, even in the comments section. Just go throw it in there, because we need definitely more voices like ours throughout. And the more it spreads, it's like a wildfire. All it takes is one leaf for 10 million trees to get knocked down, and that's where we're at right now. We need more and more and more of these pods going on, more people speaking up, more people talking. They can only block so many people in one day, and so that's just the way it is.
They can't get to all of us.
Right.
No.
Impossible.
I think we lost Zach.
He'll be back.
I also heard that President Trump's going to be forming his own social media company soon.
The problem with Donald Trump starting his own, and I want you guys to think about this, Donald Trump will have to start a whole new web browsing system. Yeah. Look at Parler. Okay?
Tough. Man, that's tough.
It's going to be tough for now. Donald Trump has the money to do it, so don't doubt me. He'll get it done.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not going to be anytime soon. And the fact of the matter is that he can't use any liberal web browsing site. He can't use a Google. He can't use Bing,
All right.
It's going to be hard.
G coming in?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Howdy, G.
Hello.
I just wanted to reiterate a point I try to make anytime I get on these little shows, right?
Please do.
As long as we're paying taxes, right? And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, I got to pay taxes, right? As long as you have a job where they're taking taxes out of your check, as long as you have paying taxes for your employees, taxes to the government, we can say that we are against what they are doing to our nation all we want to, but our dollars are saying we're all for it.
Right.
Yep.
And
Good point.
elaborate on that a little bit, would you?
I mean, if I have a business, I want to stop taking taxes out of people's checks because that
Right.
money in my state it's going to a governor, and
Right.
and here in Kentucky we have a Democrat governor. It's a Republican state, but he's using this money to spend it on Planned Parenthood. He's using this money to spend it on all the things that I don't agree with here in my state. And they're
Right.
and they've done it to the point now to where they have stolen an entire election. So in my eyes, we have the right to stop paying our taxes. If we don't get to choose our leaders, we shouldn't be paying taxes. Taxation without representation.
Taxation without representation. Now, G, I'll be the first to tell you that I'm okay with paying taxes. But the way that I want the tax field to be broken down is to be a flat tax. Which means if you go to your local Walmart, if you go to Target, hell, it doesn't matter. You get taxed on the goods you buy, including food. Which means if you're a food stamp recipient, you pay taxes. If you're an illegal immigrant, you pay taxes. The problem that I have with taxes, though, is that we don't know where it goes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
we don't have a clue.
No clue whatsoever. And that really bugs the living hell out of me.
Same here.
If you pay taxes, there should be like an online site that you could have your taxes going to. For one, with me, I'm okay with taxes going to welfare recipients as long as it's on a very small timetable.
Yeah, we're getting some reverb there.
Just a little bit.
It's
Echo.
all good, though. We got Joe coming in, you know, like if we keep connected, we can go on as long as we want. I've already noticed 3 live streams today. Keep up the channels and link them with their channels.
Sure.
Good job, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
I'm all about that as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know, what we have to do is we have to start figuring out as patriots what we could do to stop the censorship of the First Amendment.
Oh, absolutely.
And
That's the biggest thing.
I even agree that if you want to say something that is out of bounds, that is horrible, okay, say it. But you know what? There's repercussions behind what you say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, so it's okay. Go ahead and say that. But in the same token, that's why I hate censorship. I hate it with a passion.
Yeah, go ahead and say that about those kids, but you know, somebody probably going to go pound you into the dirt.
That's right. We'll find where you live. That's right. We'll find where you fucking live, and we make sure that you won't do anything you said about those kids. And again, you know, I have 5 daughters myself and 1 granddaughter. The one thing I hate most is when children get hurt. It hurts me to see children get hurt because I have so many. I have a granddaughter, you know, and I just talk bad about the kids or talk about, you know, doing things with them. And my God, I hope that you go drown.
Well, if a guy walked into the girls' bathroom,
we're just about at our limit.
Guy walks into the girls' bathroom. I would be the one that walks in, and my daughter's in there. I'd be the one that walks in after and say, "What are you doing?" I identify as a woman, and I'd just knock his teeth out and say, "Hey, I identify as a tooth fairy."
Yeah. I'm not just going to knock your fucking teeth out. Hey.
And therein lies my point, right? If you're in a government building and you take your daughter into the bathroom and some man walks into the bathroom behind her, not only are you putting yourself in a position where, hell, I'm going to prison, But you paid for it. You
That's
paid
right.
for it.
That's right. That's right.
You ain't going to prison.
I have
Well,
consistently
probably
told my
not.
daughter.
But I'm just saying, maybe if I kill the motherfuckers, yeah, I'm probably
Look, I have consistently told my daughters, I will be glad
Sorry
to go
about
to
the
prison
language.
for you. No, don't
Yeah.
worry about it, dude. I told you, hey, we're passionate here, okay?
All right.
It's fine. Don't ever apologize
Yeah,
for that. And Joe
never.
Kerr, Zach, go back to the Joe Kerr statement there, buddy, please.
Well, and we got
And then
another
we'll come
guy
back to this
dropping
other
in.
one.
We got
And
Lenny.
Joe Kerr, I love. Hold on, Terry, just a second. Just Joe coming in. We're fighting the Dems. They won't stop us as long as we keep connected. They can't stop us as long as we're connected, Joe. And we want to be connected.
Yeah.
Zach, throw up the other one, dude. That's fine. I'm sorry.
Well, we got Lenny dropping in.
Lenny.
Oh, he's muted. There he is. There he is. Yo, Lenny.
Lenny.
Lemmy. Where are you at, Lemmy?
You're muted, Lemmy.
Muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
There we go. Get your voice out, Lemmy.
Lenny in the house.
We'll take it.
I can't hear him. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, sometimes on StreamYard is kind of weird at times, so just kind of bear with it.
Yeah.
It's a good platform, but it's not. They have some kinks to work out.
Yeah, they'll work it out.
I don't think StreamYard expected folks like us to be live all at one time like this.
Hey,
they said leave it up to Zoom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out and keep watching, guys. I got my granddaughter here.
Oh, good for you.
A little
buddy.
into everything.
Oh, come on, Kate, come in.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
thank you guys for coming in.
We got room for one more. If
That's
I got
right,
to
Kate.
dip out, I'll dip out.
Kate's jumping in.
Okay, I'm coming in.
The more-
Here she comes.
Y'all were talking about federal taxes like the IRS. A lot of people don't even know where the headquarters to the IRS is. Can anybody answer that question? Where is the headquarters to the IRS?
I thought it was West Virginia.
Hell.
Wouldn't it?
Washington,
Yeah, wouldn't
DC?
it? Wouldn't
No.
it be around? Hey, Dallas. Wouldn't it be
IRS.
around? Wouldn't it be right around like the CIA headquarters? IRS.
He's going to say,
What if I
like,
told you it was on the island?
Fuck.
Heck, if we knew where the IRS is, it wouldn't be there anymore.
This is true.
That's awesome.
conservative, what you got, buddy? We're listening, conservative patriot.
Oh, no. You guys are good. Still listening.
I thought you were raising your hand.
No, I was agreeing.
Oh, who dipped
Hang
out?
loose.
Oh, G dipped out. Yeah, Joe, if you want to jump in, Joe.
I know Kay's coming on here real soon.
Yeah, hopefully. That'd be good.
Right on.
So when you
Patriot
spend,
voice. Here comes the patriot.
So when you
voices.
send
Let's keep
money-
going.
so when you send money to the IRS, where does that money go? Does anybody know that answer?
I don't.
Where? Oh, okay.
The government?
Okay. And then the U.S. government puts out a $1.9 trillion care package, or like the
Antarctica.
COVID,
Yeah.
like for the COVID, like. And I mean, the government here has been doing it for months.
Yeah.
And people are taking advantage of it because they can. Like,
Did you see the last
They're-
one they passed? Where they put
Wow.
millions of dollars to other countries?
where is that $1.9 trillion coming from?
Good question. Us.
Paper.
It's-
Lots
it-
of
it-
paper.
It came from my last
it's-
paycheck.
Yeah, it's coming from the fucking people that have worked every day through
Federal
this
Reserve.
pandemic.
It's the Federal Reserve, which is not even a federal agency.
Holy shit.
It's
The money that you pay to the IRS goes to the Queen, to the Virginia Corporation, to the Queen. Why is that? Why would the money we pay into the IRS go to the Queen of England?
3%.
Plus it is.
3%.
She does own a McDonald's as well. She does own a McDonald's. Just saying. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
How's it going?
Yeah. Hey, Kay.
Welcome.
Good to see everybody.
hello.
Good. How are you?
I am exhausted, but going.
Yeah.
I'm super happy to see everybody getting together. I know that.
All thanks
right
to you.
on, right on.
No, it's fucking awesome. Like having this whole grid loaded up.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love seeing everybody supporting one another and jumping from each other's rooms. You know, it's funny because, like, for the longest time, it was like one or two groups here or there, and everybody was always scattered. And then recently, it's like, I mean, you can't go 10 minutes without somebody being live and getting together. So,
right. And not only that, Kay, but it has a lot to do with a lot of us folks having to be able to speak up without being censored.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, welcome to live TV.
Speaking of which, guys, I heard you guys talking about platforms. Go to YoReSpot. So far, he has won every battle that they have put against him. You know, Google Play has tried to take his butt down. He is really.
Okay, what was that one again? YoReSpot.
It's a
YoReSpot.com.
Yeah.
YoRe.
I gotta turn on this computer. As soon as I get this computer on, I'll throw the links in there.
Yeah, I've been using it for almost a month, just over, and it's great. I like it.
Nice,
and he's working more and more out, so
good.
I'm loving it.
And Kay, that's what we need. We want to get these voices that are being censored to get out 24/7. You know, they can't censor. Well, they can censor everybody, but that's going to kill their company.
They're gonna have a hell of a fucking time if I've got anything to do with it.
Right on. In the words of Rush Limbaugh,
absolutely.
Right on, right on.
Hey, you know what? I want this to extend to every point of North America. Like, and I'm in northern Alberta. Duke and Zach are in Colorado. Kay, you're in Colorado as well, right?
Yep. Yeah, Zach's really close to me. I said, when you guys said that he was where he was, that's only like 45 minutes away from me. And I think Zach and I need to do a collaboration sometime.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
you know, like, hey, Kay, you can film Zach doing donuts in his wheelchair out on the driveway.
Absolutely.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be really awesome.
Let me tell you something before you guys say anything else. Zach is disabled, but he's the one that makes fun of us more than anything. I'm going to put that out there right now. Zach has found every flaw in me, and
so
hey,
when it comes to stuff like that, I hate people call it a disability.
It's a unique ability. I called it a unique ability.
Mm.
And he does. He does.
Where are
he
you,
does.
Zach?
He produces. He's got cerebral palsy.
Oh.
When he was born, his umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck. He was dead for 27 minutes.
Oh dear.
Clinically dead.
Wow.
I'm so glad you're here, Zach.
Same here.
And
Yep, definitely.
And every time I talk
And
to
it's not
him,
just
I
because I'm
talk to
partial to the name either, because that's my son's name too.
Oh,
okay,
there you
cool.
That's awesome.
But every time I talk to him, I know I can kind of speak for Duke as well. Every time we speak to this dude, it just gives us a whole different meaning, and man, it fucking pumps me up. And I love this dude. I love that he has an opinion, and now he's like, we're helping him. We're helping give him a platform for his opinion.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And man,
Yep.
so like, if anybody can look for any inspiration, it's this
Zach's the
motherfucker
man.
right here. Zach
Yep.
is the fucking man.
Yep, we
The
love
man.
Zach.
Fucking love him
Yep.
to death.
Amen to that.
Yep, Zach's the man. And not only is he the man, but he's such a good friend. You know, there's been stuff that's
I
hit in
can
my
tell right
life.
away.
Oh God, I literally, if anybody ever wants to
I
try
forgot
to
we're
pick on
live.
Zach,
Sorry.
if he ever wants to, if anybody ever wants to pick on Zach, he knows I'm the one big brother that will. And I told him I'm going to fly down to him here pretty soon.
6'4", Duke is 6'4", 300. Okay, if anybody wants to fuck with him, they can try it. Right?
I'm locked and
6
loaded
feet.
and only 45 minutes away.
Wow.
There you go.
Zach, I think you're covered, but I think Kay will get there before I will, to be honest.
I'll be there in 30 minutes.
Awesome, Kay.
Zach the rock star, absolutely.
DA,
Yep.
Zach the rock star. Yes, absolutely.
Right on.
Love you, DA. Love you, brother.
So who
It's
else
just
here
Brother,
from
sister.
Colorado?
Oh yeah, Ricky is from Colorado, guys.
Nice.
I'm from
Represent Colorado.
I'm from Massachusetts.
Are you a Patriot fan?
Am I a Patriot fan?
Of course,
Yeah.
they suck right. They
Minnesota.
suck right now, but
Zach.
Hey,
At least
are you
they-
gonna
at
go
least
with
they
Cam
was-
Newton? Fuck. We're gonna turn this into a football
No, we-
pod. Let's turn it
we
into a
can't.
football pod.
No.
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 No, hell no. I mean,
I know, Kay. I know.
I used to love. Well, okay. I used to love doing the cooking and all the stuff that goes along with it, and like the community that it used to be.
Ohio.
Now it's turned into
Thanks, Teresa.
such a mess. I refuse to participate.
yeah.
Joe, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Kay, I'm right there with you. I've spent so much time of my
Hey,
life.
Joker.
you
I
know?
get it. Broncos fans always
Oh, excuse me.
can't help it.
Look,
Sorry.
Kay, I'll be honest with you guys. You know, when I became a sports fan, it was actually under my grandma, God rest her soul. Her husband was in World War II. She came over from Sicily, Italy. She was 100% Italian. And when she came to the States, she landed in Michigan. You know, there was a big base there in Michigan. And my grandma loved everything Detroit. So the Detroit Red Wings, the Detroit Tigers, you know, the Detroit Pistons, but she loved the Broncos. And so guess who I follow? I follow the Pistons. I follow the Red Wings. I follow the Tigers, and I follow the Broncos. You know, my grandma brought me up on sports. And so kind of keeping the Broncos alive
The
in my
Tigers
house.
as in LSU?
No, as in Detroit.
Oh, I was like, what?
No.
Sorry. I've been in Louisiana for the last 10 years, so that's the first thing that comes to mind when I hear Tigers.
Tigers. No, the Detroit Tigers. And
Gotcha.
she brought me up on sports, which is why I'm a huge Bronco fan today. And to give up my NFL kind of feels like a piece of my grandma would go away too, because she followed the Broncos through. She was the first person with me when Denver beat Green Bay in Super Bowl 32, 31-24 in 1997. Before I cried, she cried. You know, that's why it's really hard for me to give up the NFL, because we have so much in common with folks that passed down that tradition of, you know, following your team. Zach, go ahead, buddy. What you got?
By the way, I designed this logo.
That's right. Horsecock lock. I mean,
well, I was going to say that my favorite. I was going to say that my favorite wide receiver is from LSU.
Oh, really?
Justin Jefferson for the Vikings.
Jefferson. Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles fucked up on that one, taking Rager over Jefferson. Hey, we're Broncos fans. We got Jerry Jeudy. We're good.
Right. Oh, coming in with another LSU fan. Hey, look, guys, I hate to cut this short. My rule is 30 to 45 minutes, and we're going over an hour after that.
We're almost.
And so if we have,
okay.
If anybody here has, and it's not really a rule that I have, but it's just, you know, folks have to pee here and there.
Man, you're gonna hate mine. We go on sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Days.
Look, we could go there one time, but at this point in time, you know, we have everybody that's come on, and we're, God bless you. God bless America. God bless patriots in other countries.
I'm just curious. Is anybody going live between now and 7?
I can't
Terry,
go live. I got a strike on my channel.
You're going live at 7, right, Kay?
Yeah, I'm going at 7. As soon as he goes into work, I'm gonna fire up. So.
Okay, is that Mountain Central or Mountain Standard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So what? Yeah. No, it's just.
I won't be going live, but I'll be posting some videos tonight. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Okay.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, well, I got to start my channel somehow. I'm a gamer, and I like to play war games, and I'm all about freedom, you know, and this whole thing that's been going on in 2020, 2021 got me thinking about my gaming name there, you know. What the hell do I have to do? I don't know. Crazy world.
Oh my God, guys! I tell you. We got to cut out, guys. We got to cut out here.
Yeah, we got to cut out.
But does anybody have a final word you want to say? You know, anything that y'all want to say?
Screw you, Google.
Everybody, give Google the double barrel.
Google, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn,
double barrel right there.
Media tech people, stick it up your rear.
What you gonna do when the brothers in red, white, and blue run wild on you?
I don't think there's much they can do.
Look at my community tab. I'm sure somebody is live right now. I think Queen. I don't know if she fired up yet, but I'm gonna be posting who's live until I go live. That's what I try to do mostly.
Awesome.
Is just getting everybody to go follow each other.
That's fantastic. Kay, that's beautiful, Kay. God bless you. That's freaking awesome.
I can't live stream until the 27th of April. I got a strike on my channel again.
I told you if you ever need to do. You want to fire up on my channel and start it before 7? Then you run it.
So Maurice Delk is live right now, according to Joe.
Yeah.
Mo's live.
He's awesome.
Zach, put her link down below. I'll jump on if I can, Kate.
Mo is an awesome
honestly,
dude, man.
I finally fixed my camera.
Oh, that's great.
That was if you're gonna stay. I'm gonna actually start my own podcast.
Anyway.
All right.
No,
All right, sister and
yeah.
brothers, we got to go.
Yep, it was nice being
Have a good night.
Love you guys.
Love you all.
Let's
Love
do
you
it
all.
again. Let's
bless
do it
America.
again.
Absolutely. Every fucking time.
Come in tonight, guys. Seriously, it's an open panel.
All right.
Yeah, jump in.
You got it, Kay.
I'm jumping in.
Right on, right on.
God bless. Right on, right
God
on.
bless you
God
guys.
bless. Rest in peace.